morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, what is going on? What am I doing? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Jalen, but you could just call me J-Dog if you want to. So for today's video, I'm doing something kind of silly. I've been setting a challenge, 7 books in 7 days. Have I ever read a book in a day? I don't think so. So I'm gonna try the challenge, 7 books in 7 days. I feel like 7 books in 7 days doesn't necessarily mean you have to read a book a day. It just might mean you're gonna have to double up if you don't, you know? So it's like, if I didn't finish this book today, I could finish it tomorrow as long as I finish like another one. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could be a little off, but 7 books in 7 days. I feel like that could mean whatever you want it to mean. Also, I feel like I'm setting myself up for a failure a little bit because I have a 11-month-old child. So I will only be reading during naps, really. She takes 2 naps a day that are about an hour and a half. So I'll be reading during naps and like if she's like distracted playing with her toys and stuff, which that won't really be reading that much during the day when she's not sleeping. So really right now I need to get into them. So here are the books that I'm choosing from. I have, I think, 9 books right here, just in case I'm like not feeling it, because I originally was gonna start with this one because it's small, just so that I really feel like day 1 could be a good day. Okay, never mind. I ran over to get this book because I really want to read it, and starting out with a book that you're really excited to read is just would be perfect. However, this book is thick. I think this would really be setting myself up for failure. This page is 434 pages. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'll read you soon. This is about a girl waking up on, sorry, what? This is about a girl going on a cruise, I think with her husband or her fiance, boyfriend, something. And then she wakes up the next morning on the cruise completely by herself. There's no other cruise goers, there's no fiance, husband, whatever. There's no workers, by herself. Hello? Okay, I'm wasting time. So I think that's not my name. Yeah, I think so. Basically, a girl gets down on the side of the road. Nobody knows who she is. And then a guy comes in pretending to be dad. He has her birth certificate. He's got basically proof. He's got photos of her, like family photos. And her name is supposedly Mary. But on the other hand, the boyfriend of this girl, her real name is Lola. But now the boyfriend of this girl is getting accused of murder because they can't find her. But anyway, I have no time for this. So let's just get straight into the challenge. Oh, I said let's get to reading and then I start talking more. Perfect. I have an app called Bookly. It's usually on my phone, so I just had to download it right now. It just helps me stay focused. It's like it tracks your books, and there's a little timer for when you start reading, and it tells you how long it's gonna take for you to finish the book at the pace that you're reading. 296. I feel like that's a good amount of pages. So this book has 296 pages. I feel like that's a good start for day 1. That's not that many pages. Okay, I chose the worst day to do a reading challenge because it's 12:01 and I just barely got her down for her first nap. That earlier was supposed to be her first nap, but it didn't really count because her naps are usually an hour and a half to 2 hours. That was 21 minutes of a nap. So I got her down. So I'm gonna try to get at least half the book done this nap because I should actually have time. She's probably gonna sleep a real good one right now. Okay, I've made it to 115, and so far I'm liking the book. It's definitely one of those where you don't want to put it down, so that's kind of what I was hoping for in a challenge like this. So far I'm really liking the book. I feel like the main character, the main male character, they always latch on to somebody that's like the murderer. And I love when it's the bad boy. But what I hate in a book is, like, if it's the bad boy, have him be the bad boy. I love that this main character, he got a little zest. He's a little sassy. I hate, especially when Tatum's like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm just talking to myself, honey. I hate when the cops are like, no, you did it. And then whoever, like, the murderer is, they're just like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? Like, they're all shy and, like, just, this boy, he's bringing the zest. He's just like, okay, I've barely made any progress. My daughter has been exhausting today. So Dad's on duty now. So I'm gonna try and read for the rest of the night because I can't be up all night. I can't. It seems like right now I'm at the halfway point. So according to my app though, it says that I'll finish in 3 hours and 10 minutes, and it is 7 o'clock exactly. So wish me luck, girl. Okay, my heart is beating out of my chest. It's gonna explode. I'm not done yet, but I am on 256. Did I got some on my teeth? Just a little cake. It's a little cake. Yeah, I got the heebie-jeebies right now. I was looking at the back of the book, and it literally says begs to be read in a single adrenaline-fueled sitting. I got lucky picking this book for my first one, because I've read some that are a drag, that are quite literally a drag. I refuse to finish them, but I do. I finish them just because it's like I already read this far. I just need to finish it. But anyway, there's you know that there's books. This one is not one of those, okay? I haven't been bored a single second. There hasn't been a single second where I've been just like, okay, like, get to the point. No. This has been a banger, 100%. So I have about 40 more pages to go. 30? Yeah, I think 30 more pages to read. So I'm almost done. This is my first time I've ever finished a book in one sitting. Well, not in one sitting. In one day. Hello? Bro. We're setting the bar. We're setting the bar really high because I don't know. It is the time. What is the time? What's the time? It's 9:31. My goal was to finish this book by 10. I really don't want to stay up any later than that because I don't know if my daughter is going to wake throughout the night, and I don't know what time she's going to wake tomorrow morning. So I just need to make sure I get my beauty rest so tomorrow's not also a wreck, because today was a wreck. And I still am finishing a book. I did most of my reading right now after she went down, so it'll probably be the same again tomorrow. Yo. it took 5 hours and 38 minutes. Whoa, I look really weird. What the helly? I don't know if you just seen that, but I gave it 5 stars. Hello? Dude. Whoa. I don't want to give it too much of a review because I feel like I will say too much. I just want to say 5 stars for sure. I would definitely read it again, and I will definitely recommend it to you and everybody else. Definitely read this book. Whoa. I am definitely more of a thriller type of girly. I like a good murder mystery. That's my favorite. So this book was right up my alley. This was so good. This is so good. I feel like this is just setting the bar really high for the rest of the books this week though. So I am a little bit uneasy about that. I actually teared up a little bit. I've never cried reading a book. Okay, well, it is 10:25. That's past my bedtime. I think the only reason why I finished after 10 was because my daughter woke up and I had to go fix that. So 10:25 is not bad though. I feel like most nights that's around the time that I go to bed anyway. Although today, like I said, was a wreck. So I probably would have went to bed earlier, but we started a challenge today and we finished. Hello? Wow, and it only took me 5 hours to read that? Nice. 5 hours and 30 minutes? Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, good morning. It is Friday now. It's 2:22 p.m. So I'm getting a very, very, very late start. Oops, my bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to finish my book today. Oh my god, I look like a wreck. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna actually successfully finish this book today. I'm going to try my best. I should pick a smaller book so that I have a better chance of finishing it, but it's Friday, so I could stay up a little bit later because my husband will also be here, so we could like double team and whatnot if Tatum wakes up in the middle of the night, gets up early, whatever. So this is the book of the day, The Party by Natasha Preston. I've read one other Natasha Preston book and I don't know, I wasn't a fan. I ended up giving it, I think, 3 stars out of 5. I wasn't a big fan of the book. The book is called The Island. It's not a bad book, and I will say the end did surprise me. I was like a little bit taken off guard, but it just didn't, it wasn't like, what? Whoa. It was just kind of like, oh, okay. I don't know. It was just, it wasn't a 5 out of 5 basically, okay? And we're looking for 5 out of 5s. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? It was this book, The Island. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give it another try. The Haunting. Let's try another 7 books in 7 days for spooky season. The Haunting. If this book goes good, we'll get The Haunting. Anyway, so this book is about, so on the back it says, "Are you invited?" In the heart of the English countryside, Bessie and her closest friends gather at a remote castle for a secret party destined to make this the ultimate spring break. But when the first of them dies, the party takes a lethal turn. As the body count continues to rise, Bessie and her friends must contend with a deadly storm and trust issues brewing among the group, all while trapped inside with the killer. Set against the backdrop of a sprawling English estate, Natasha Preston's latest thriller will keep you on the edge of your seat until the party's over. So it kind of feels like The Island, the other book that I read, except for it's in a different place. Because The Island is at a theme park and they end up getting like trapped there and stuff, and then they're all just dying, and then this one just seems like the British version of it. Yeah, okay, whatever. We'll give it a go. This one is 330 pages. I don't know. I feel like going from that book to this book, that sounds so bad. I don't know. It could be great. But going from that book yesterday, which I had high hopes from the very beginning, to starting a book where I'm like already kind of like, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So yeah, this is 330 pages. So shouldn't be much longer than my book yesterday. It's only 40. What? It's only 40 pages extra, so. But I'm still gonna wait to start reading until she goes to sleep, but I will read a couple pages right now, just to see what my Bookly app is gonna say, how long it's gonna take me to read this one. Because I feel like the letters seem bigger. Seems like less words on this book, on each page. I don't know. Let's get into it. Okay, so I am struggling a little bit. I'm on page 117. It's a good book so far. I don't know. I am into it, but I think, like I said, I just started out with a really, really, really banger of a book. So this one isn't as like sucking me in. So I'm on 117 and it is 7:37 p.m. So I still have over half of the book. So this is what I read and this is what I have left. Not great. This time yesterday, I want to say I was a little over halfway done with the book. I'm at 116, so, or 117. That's not halfway. I think about 150 or 160 is halfway, so not quite there. But I just wanted to update you guys. My daughter just went to sleep. Well, he's putting her to sleep right now. I'm gonna read as much as I can, but I do have to edit a video, and that's supposed to go up tomorrow. So there's that. So today's Friday though, so I could stay up a little bit later to read. I just might very much so regret that in the morning. Never finish a book in one day. I know I've said that a million times, but now I'm like, you could do this, you have to, type of vibe. So I do want to read this book. It's not to the point yet where I'm like uninterested and not wanting to read. It's not there. And we're at a pretty juicy part right now. Things are getting a little crazy, a little hectic. I think it did say on the back, somebody ends up dead, right? Yes, as the body count continues to rise. So somebody already has died. And then I low-key hate doing videos like this because I don't want to say too much and I'm terrible about that. So I'm gonna shut up and continue reading. But so far, not bad, but not like, you know what I mean? Okay, well, I finished the book. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that these are young adult books. So maybe I'm being a little harsh because it's not really meant for me. I'm not a young adult anymore, right? Close. I'm on the 30 end of things. So maybe this isn't meant for me. Maybe I should stay out of the young adult section because I really wanted to love it, but I just didn't. Honestly, it was just like the first one where it was kind of just like, oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't like this one. And to think, I've been wanting to read. Sometimes I'll read in Tatum's room when I'm putting her down for her nap on my Kindle. And I was like, yeah, let me get my, I didn't even think about it yesterday when I was reading this one. I didn't even think about getting out my Kindle and reading as well while I'm putting her down, because sometimes it'll take like an hour for me to get her to sleep. So I was like, let me get this book on my Kindle so I can read in there too. I checked, it's $7.25, and I was like, I don't know, I might not even really like it. So to pay for it twice would be a prank. It took me 4 hours and 10 minutes to read this book. This book sucked. I feel like that makes sense for a young adult book. I'm not a young adult, okay? Maybe the young adults will love it. It's just not like the 5-star books for me are like, huh? Because I was just like, would a young adult be 18, 19? You know what I mean? 20 when? Maybe if that's the case, this would be for you, okay? Not for me. I didn't like this. I wouldn't read it again, and I would not suggest it. We're gonna go with 2 stars. And on that note, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, also the time. The time is 10:21. I am shook. I am shook. 2 days, I've read 2 books. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna go get some rest, hang out with my man. It's Friday. We're gonna chill, relax, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I started a book already. I just didn't have time to like do my little intro, explain the book, whatever. It's a Saturday. Okay, give me a break. I started Fallen Woman, but here's the thing. I am a murder mystery type of girl, but I've said it a million times. 2 books in 2 days has never been done before by me. So I'm kind of like, get away. And Fallen Woman is exactly that, a murder mystery. So I do have a couple other options. There is a book called This Time Tomorrow, but I hate reading books like the one I did yesterday. I feel bad for beating it up, but it gets to the point where you read one bad book and it just ruins it. It's just like you don't want to read. I do still want to read, but also I don't. I'm still pissed off with my book yesterday. I need to go and pick a book that I really am like a pump to get into, because This Time Tomorrow is not a murder mystery, but I'm excited to read it, but I need one that's like, that like just like feels right. You know what I mean? That one don't feel right for right now. And Fallen Woman definitely isn't doing it for me. I made it to like chapter 2, and it seems like a good book so far. I'm into it, but I'm just kind of over the murder mystery vibe right now. I will take a mystery book, but maybe not murder mystery. Honestly, I'm thinking about fully mixing it up and maybe grabbing like, I don't know, like some romance books, and I don't know, just anything other than a murder mystery. If I leave with a murder mystery book, so we're going to Target right now. Let's go. Okay, I'm back, and I think I got 5 books. I kind of went a little overboard. I went for like 1 or 2 books just to get a break from all of the murder mystery we've got going on. So no murder books, okay? No murder book. So let me just book haul. Hello, I know that was only 4, but the one I already started reading is right here, and it's good. Okay, so we got a little romance, but this is not gonna be for the challenge. This is gonna take me a minute to read, but we got a romance book, and there's this app called like Gelato or something like that, and I seen this book, not this book, but like something similar to it, because I'm sure there's a million of them, and I was like, I want to read that so bad. How do I find like the real version of it? there's actually a lot of these of like the hockey, romance. There's a lot. So this one is basically about this girl breaks up with her boyfriend or something, and I guess it was like a big all fallout, whatever, he's a jerk, whatever. And so to get him back, she gets with the rival team, because this guy's he plays hockey, so she gets with the rival team's guy, somebody on the hockey team. So look at, it's blue. We have another romance, Black Ties and White Lies. It's just this girl gets with her ex-boyfriend's brother, but it's all fake for basically media, I think. So I'm interested. And look, it's red. Oh, it's red, black. This one was a little bit messed up, but this was the last one that they had, and I was leaving with it. And then look, what? That's cute. Okay, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I think I have another Lisa Jewell book. I might not have read it, but I think I do have one. This is about a girl. She went to go celebrate her like 30th birthday, 45th birthday. Turns out there's another girl also there celebrating her 45th birthday. This girl keeps like running into Alex, is like the girl that was like there. She's seen another girl celebrating. Her name is Josie, also celebrating her 45th birthday. Josie keeps like just running into Alex somehow, and she's like, Alex is like, what the helly? Anyway, it says, but as quickly as she had arrived, Josie Fair disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast, with her life and her family's lives in grave danger. It's not a murder mystery. It sounds close to it, but it's not. Okay, and then this one is a little bit random. It's How to Sell a Haunted House, but I was thinking about doing this challenge again in October, but spooky season books, so I'm kind of just trying to start my little 7-book collection soon, which anyway, I'm gonna want some spooky books whether or not I'm doing this challenge, so I got it. This is the one I'm reading now. It's about a plane crash. But a romance, a plane crash romance. So I'm already on page 22, and I love it. I love it. Oh, by the way, it's called In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. So this is gonna be good, but we're about to eat dinner, and then I'm about to go crazy on this when Tatum goes to sleep. I'm pumped. I am worried I'm not gonna be able to finish it today, but I'm just glad that I found one that I am so excited about. Otherwise, after yesterday's book, I don't know how this would go. So I'm determined. I'm ready to read. I'd read right now. I'll skip dinner, but I have to feed my child, so I can't do that. So that's the haul. Hello. Oh my God, I'm ridiculous. Went for 1 book, leaves with 5. Okay, so I'll come back when I'm halfway through the book and let you guys know how I'm feeling about the book and whatnot. All right. It is 7 o'clock, like on the dot. I am on page 77. This is actually a really, really, really good book so far. I really love it. I'm just liking a different vibe from the murder mystery. I've said it a million times already. I don't have to say it again. So I'm liking this. This is more than just a plane crash. I think that's really all I said earlier, was this is a plane crash book. But there's like more going on than just that. There's like a little bit of war. I haven't gotten to actual war yet, but this guy is in the army, and they're talking about like potential danger or whatever. But this is a really good book. I'm really, really liking it. So my reading so far, did I say I'm on page 77? My reading so far has been a little bit interrupted, and when I was reading, I wasn't stopping my timer when it was getting interrupted. So as of right now, it's saying that I've read for an hour and 15 minutes, and I have 4 hours and 50 minutes left to read, which probably will be less since the rest of the night will not be interrupted because Zach is putting Tatum down right now. So the rest of the night, unless Tatum wakes up, It's for this. It's for this. I said next time you see me, it'll be halfway through. I lied again. But seriously, next time you see me, I'll be halfway through and I'll let you know. Okay, I'm halfway. I'm on 151, which isn't exactly halfway. It is 9:21, so that's not great. Yesterday and the day before, I was able to finish them at like 10:20-ish. That's not gonna happen tonight. But this is a great book to have to be pushing through like that because I can't put it down. This is a really good book. It's not, so let me read the back because all I said was that it was a plane crash book. So it says, when Izzy Astor gets on a plane to go home, she isn't expecting much. It's the usual holiday travel experience, busy, crowded, stressful. Then she spots her seatmate, who is anything but ordinary, Nate Felon. Sports, dark hair, blue eyes, and deliciously rugged charm that Izzy can't resist. Their connection is undeniable. Izzy never believed in destiny before, but she does now. Just 90 seconds after takeoff, their plane goes down in the Missouri River. Their lives change, they change. Nate goes on to a career in the military while Izzy finds her way into politics. Despite a few chance encounters over the year, the timing never feels right. Then comes a high-stakes reunion in Afghanistan where Nate is tasked with protecting Izzy's life. He'll do anything to keep her safe and everything to win her heart. So like a little bit of sketchiness because they're in Afghanistan right now, and it's like it's going down over there. So he's like, you need to get out of here, da da da. Anyway, she's on her own little mission over there, but turns out she's on 2 missions over there. So I like this book. I love the whole like plane crash thing. I kind of expected the whole book to be about a plane crash a little bit, but that's like pretty much over with in the very beginning. That happens from the very jump, so the rest of the book is just like about something else, you know? It's about romance. But anyway, I'm digging it. I kind of want to find an actual plane crash book though. What is that? There's a TV show about a plane crash. I can't think of what it's called, but like a whole book, they crash and then they're stranded on an island and then they're like surviving. I want one of those. Y'all know anything about that? But anyway, I have a lot to read, so I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, I am so tired. I am on page 232 and it is 10:52. It's really not even that late, but I'm tired. So I'm gonna go to sleep and finish this book in the morning. Like I said in the beginning of this video though, I feel like as long as I read 7 books in 7 days, it's the same thing. That's probably still like an hour and a half of reading, and I don't have it in me. I'm like falling asleep reading right now, but I do love this book. I want to say so far, I love the first book that I read, That's Not My Name. I feel like I like this one better. Yeah, I feel like I like this one better. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, good night. Dude, this book is so good. I love this book. This isn't anything you would have thought that I would have been like into as much, because like this part was like the plane crash. The rest is like this guy is in the military and stuff, and like it's just so good.
Honestly, like you should read more like that. Like I feel like you would really like my it's like Tiger Eye or something over there. You should read that. It's like a spy. It's like James Bond. It's crazy. It's really good too.
Yeah, who knew there was other books out there than just murder mystery? You know?
I used to read these books that were like diaries that they turned into books from like different like parts of history. So like one that I read was of a boy that was on the Trail of Tears. Trail of Tears is when they took all the Indians from the southeast, so like from Oklahoma, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana, all the Indians that were in that area, and they were taking them to like the Midwest, to like Kansas. Like they were just like no, these aren't your lands anymore. We're moving you.
Wow.
And so
You read one of the...
it was a diary of a boy. Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
it was
cool.
crazy good. It was so good. And like the thing about the Trail of Tears was like they were moving like, I think it was like 200,000 or 300,000 Indians. While the cavalry was following them, like herding them like cattle. And they made them like swim across rivers and shit, like all kinds of shit. And during that, like I think it was like 30% of them died. Like a third of them died. So like I think it was like 50,000 of them died on the Trail of Tears. And that's why they call it the Trail of Tears. But like when they got to the first river, they all had like dogs and shit, you know, because it was like normal part of their culture to have like hunting dogs and shit. And the dogs just sat there howling at one side, like at the one riverbank when they made them swim across, because the dogs wouldn't swim across. And so they just sat there howling and crying for their like owners and shit. Like it was a sad diary, but it was like so interesting to read.
Wow, I kind of want that. I don't know why, but like Anne Frank,
Yeah.
I like really was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like in
These
elementary
books,
school.
I'll find what they were. I can't
Or
remember
middle
what they
school,
were. You would love them then.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Anne Frank. I was watching all the movies, reading all the books and stuff. Yeah.
So when we after Pearl Harbor, we took every Japanese American or anybody that had any ties to Japan, and we put them in internment camps in the United States because we were worried that they could be spies or something like that. So everybody that was like Japanese, you're in basically a concentration camp in the United States. Like they were all over the U.S. And I read a diary about a boy that was in an internment camp.
Oh my god.
I love history books like that.
Yeah.
If you'd want to read a history book like that, I'd read one with you in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta find a good one.
We should get some of those diary books. I'll find out what they are, because those are good and they're like real history.
You know, this has nothing to do with what you're talking about right now, but you know what series I want to read?
Is it like the Nancy Drew?
No. They're movies.
They're movies. How many movies?
Like 4 or 5 maybe? I think 4.
I don't know what it would be. What is it?
The Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah. Can you hold it real quick while I grab a diaper?
What? No way. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh!
This 4 isn't too big.
Ah! 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 Dude, I want to cry.
Your book?
Ah. My little silly girl. Yeah, you're pretty silly. I love you. Who will be reading? Oh, yay. I love this book. That's it. Well, I love this book. Honestly, I feel like I like this book. I was gonna say more than the first one, but figure it out? No. Yes! 5 stars. I figured it out. Wow. Yeah, so this is like It's like the thriller romance, and I love that the most. I think I need more of these. Well, it's 4:34 p.m. I still have another book to read today, so I better get started. This one is called Fantastic Land. It's kind of like the part where a bunch of people get stranded. It's at a like a theme park. There's a hurricane. People end up getting trapped. I don't know if you heard of Yellow Jackets, but it's kind of giving Yellow Jackets, where they start like picking each other off, eating each other and stuff. Here it is. Ooh, look at the book cover here. The book cover is so much creepier on here. This is it on here. I'm not vibing with Fantastic Land so far. I mean, I'm barely into it, so maybe another day, but I don't want any murder mysteries right now. Just get out of my face. That's all I've ever read, ever. And now all of a sudden, I'm like, get it out of my face. This is so weird. So we went from like a banger, right? This banger to that to this. A lot of the other ones are just really big though, and I was really hoping to finish the book today, well tonight, so that I'm not like hecka behind on this challenge. But tomorrow I don't have any plans. Today I just had to do another video, and then like I said, I have a child. So I started this book last year and read like a couple pages, and then a month went by, and then I read like a chapter or two, and then another month went by and I read another chapter, barely. So I don't even remember what this book is about, so I'm thinking this might be the next best option. So this one is called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. It's things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary the couple exchanges traditional gifts, and Adam's wife writes him a letter she never lets him read until now. Okay. Self-confessed workaholic Adam Wright has faced blindness. He can't even recognize his own wife, and Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. When Adam and Amelia went a weekend away to Scotland, it might just be what their marriage needs. This weekend may make or break their marriage, and they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. Why didn't I finish this book? I think I just wasn't paying attention. I was in the middle of a move and stuff, and it was just chaotic. So I think so. I love this. This is such a challenge to read a book in a day, but I love it. Like, this is nice. This feels good. My best friend reads, and we just got into it together, and we have our own little mini book club where I pick a book and I buy it and send it to her, because she lives in California, I live in South Carolina, so I just Amazon it to her house, and then we switch. She'll pick a book and ship it to me. It's so fun and cute and fresh. So yeah, I told her to read this one. So she got it, and she's already like a couple chapters in. I just sent her these, what are they called? Crochet bookmarks. I got some too for myself. I think both of ours come in tomorrow. So, hello. That's what I want to do. I want to start every time it's my turn to pick a book. I want to send her the book with something else. But the only thing that I don't like as much is that I'm just Amazoning it to her, so it's not like wrapped up all cute, you know? Like, I want it to be wrapped up cute, but like I don't want it to be shipped here and then I have to wrap it up all cute and then send it to her. Like, that's just not, I don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. But I want to, every time I pick a book, pick something to go with it. So it could be like a new bookmark, or like a sweater that says like book lover, or like a book bag, so when she goes to Barnes and Nobles or a bookstore, she can bring her book bag, load that bitch up with books, right? I will update you guys when I've made it halfway, because Zach's putting Tatum down right now, so I'm gonna set the vibes on my couch, my spot over there, and I'm gonna get to some reading. Okay, it is 10:53. It is the 1st, September 1st, Monday. So I should be on book 5. This is day 5 of this fun little challenge. But I'm on the 4th book because I didn't finish this one yesterday, so I have to finish this one and another one today. Otherwise, I'm just I'm just gonna stay behind, and I don't want to do that. As of right now, my app is saying that I have 3 hours and 24 minutes left of this book with the way that I'm reading right now. Tatum is still asleep, so I have a little bit more time. I'm vibing with this book. I still have no idea where it's going, but I'm on 117, so there's like 291 pages. So I love that I don't know where it's going, but I like it so far. This part right here kind of wants me to cry. What am I saying? This part kind of is making me emotional, but I can't tell you why, and I hate that so much, because if you're wanting to read this book, I can't be sitting here telling you everything. I can't. So read the book and you'll just know. 117. So I'm into the vibe. I'm into it. It's getting a little juicy. There's things that are happening. There's another character that was introduced, and I'm like, who are you and what do you want? My head hurts. Look at this little vibe, and it's starting to get cold outside. I got a heated blanket down here at my feet. My cat, here, let me show you. My little coffee. It's a holiday, so he has off today. My husband, he has off of work today. So he's outside vibing. I'm in here vibing. It's chilly outside. I got my cup of joe. My baby's sleeping in that room right there. It doesn't get any better than this, bro. It really doesn't. Ooh. When you talk about like the good vibes like that, I always get the shiveries. So anyway, I am gonna try to get as far as I can while she's sleeping. Okay, I finished the book. It is 6:55 p.m., which I don't know why it took that long to read it, and it also felt like it took a lot longer. But anyway, let's talk about the book. The book was kind of crazy. I gave it 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars because I don't know what the ending was about. Like the very ending, I just didn't really get it. I don't know. I don't know. However, the last bit of this book, there was no way for any of us to know like that it was going in that direction. If you called that ending, you should write a book, because the ending took me by surprise for sure. So the reason why I gave it 4 stars is just because of the very, very ending, like the last couple of chapters, I was just like, okay, where are we going with this? And then it just ended kind of on a cliffhanger, just a little bit. So didn't really care for that much. And then I feel like I was intrigued by the book the whole time, but I feel like it could be a slow start for sure. Like, I'll read that book over and over and over again, and I'll suggest that book to everybody. Those are the 5 stars. So, I mean, you could read this book, but it wasn't one of those, like, 5 stars, you have to read this book, or you're a goofy. But it is a good book. So, plot twist, slow start. I think this makes sense on why I started this book the first time last year and didn't really get anywhere, because I feel like it is kind of a slow start. But it gets juicy and crazy. Okay, so the next book I'm going to read is The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. It says, Abby wants a baby more than anything, but after years of failed infertility treatments and adoptions that have fallen through, it seems like motherhood is not in her future. This is until her personal assistant, Monica, makes a generous offer to serve as a surrogate. It's an offer that will make all of Abby's dreams come true, but soon, strange things start happening, and it turns out Monica isn't who she says she is. The woman now carrying Abby's child has an unspeakable secret, and she will stop at nothing to get what she wants. I've never read a Frida McFadden book, but I hear she's good. So I'm gonna try to get a little over halfway tonight, but it is already 7:04. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna try my best. One positive is, look how big these words are. Yeah, I think we should be good. These are pretty big words and small pages, so I might be able to. Here's the goal. Let's see. Right here, 162. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have read for 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 38 seconds. I am on page 177. I said 164 earlier, 162, but a little over halfway. I could probably read this whole thing right now. I want to throw the book. Ow, it just popped. It's pissing me off. The book is pissing me off. I feel like that's why I'm reading it so fast, because my blood is boiling. But I mean, since picking up this book, I literally haven't put it down. It is 9:49 right now though, so I really should go to bed. I was saying I'd read at the latest 10, so it's time to wrap things up. But I think this is gonna be a very quick read for the morning. It says I have an hour and 22 minutes left. I so badly want to finish this book. First it had me like wanting to cry, like the beginning. I feel like having a daughter myself, it made me feel some type of way in the beginning, but ever since that, like the beginning part, I've just been really angry. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed and then finish this in the morning. This is ridiculous. I just wanted to show my pile so far of books that I've read. And then these are the other 3 options. I only need to read 2 more after this one. So here are the options. Hey, okay. I always feel like the epilogues are just like. But anyway, the book itself though was insane. 3 hours and 39 seconds. What? 3 hours and 39 minutes and 26 seconds. The seconds matters. Yeah, so the book was actually insane. I really liked it. It's an easy, quick read. I feel like I could get out of reading, like sometimes I'll go like a month without reading a single book. You read one book and then you're hooked again. I feel like this is a good one to get into, a quick little read. I literally didn't want to stop reading last night. After I filmed that video saying I was going to go to bed and whatever, that I could finish the book if I really wanted to. Well, I wanted to, but I just figured Tatum, I don't know when she's going to be waking up, whatever. So I brushed my teeth and was going to bed, and then she woke up. So I was like, awesome. So I put the book on my Kindle and read for like another like 30 minutes on my Kindle while putting her back to sleep. So I got pretty far there, and I was actually not even upset that she woke up because I really wanted to read the book. The end shook me. I don't know what I was expecting for the ending, but it wasn't that. Okay, so I had considered reading The Tenant, and I don't know why I didn't. It's also by Frida McFadden. With how much I loved that book, I was really considering it, but I think I might save this for the last day instead. So I started this one already. I'm like literally just a couple pages in. I'm like on like 15 or something. 18 or 19, I'm not exactly sure which page. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm on page 19. So as far as that goes, it'll take me 5 hours and 29 minutes even to finish the book. I only have tomorrow left. I'm kind of sad. So it'll be these 2 left. So this one that I'm reading now is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I've already read the back of this, I think, in this video twice, about the girl Josie and Alex. Josie and Alex have the same birthday, and then stuff just starts getting a little bit out of control. I think Josie's a stalker. Okay, so she's asleep right now, so I'm gonna get to reading, get as much done as I can before she wakes up, and then we'll talk. Okay, I was really wanting to finish this book today because tomorrow's my last day, but it's not looking good. I'm laying down and I'm going to sleep. It's only 8:20 and I'm going to bed. I've had a day and I'm just tired, but I'm only on page 121. Did I already say that? I think the issue here is I'm having a hard time getting into this book. I don't know why. I feel like it's interesting, but it's just not like doing it for me. I've thought about it a couple times giving up, but I feel like this is gonna be a good book. It just has a slow beginning, and some of them you just gotta push through it. She's got her own podcast, and this girl, Josie, she's just really strange. She's doing very strange things, and I hate when like things are very obviously strange, things are very weird happening, and the other character in the book is just like, oh, it's fine. I hate that, because it's like, it doesn't seem realistic to me to just be like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. I seen you do some weird shit, but like, I'm probably thinking into it. I hate that. Okay, so I'm actually making some progress in this book this morning. So I am on page 269. It's the last day of the challenge. There we go, and it's 8:25 a.m. It's a little early. My daughter was like wanting to hang out at 5 this morning, so that's like okay. So she's done for a nap, so I've been reading much this morning. It is getting more interesting. I know I said last night that it has a very slow start, and yes it does. But when it picks up, I was getting chills thinking about this lady, Josie. I came to a realization when I was like, oh, like that. I came to a realization. I think she did something very bad. I'm a little bit more interested. Like, I don't feel, so far, I feel like things are about to get really crazy right now, but so far I don't feel like this is one of those books where I pick it up and can't put it down, and I'm over halfway through it. So, I don't know, the ending could be like the most insane thing ever, and my feelings could change about that, and the slow start might be worth it. Alright, I'm gonna finish this book, and then I will update you guys when I'm finished. Okay, hey, so I finished this book earlier around, I want to say it was like 10. Yeah, I think it was around 10. Sorry about my vacuum. Moved the furniture around. So underneath the furniture was a lot of like trash. So if that's that sound, it's getting all the snacks under the chairs. It took me 5 hours and 23 minutes to read it. I mentioned a couple times that it had a very slow beginning. It was pretty slow for a while, but once it started picking up, it was really like creepy. I felt really like creeped out and nervous. I was really nervous. I was putting my daughter down and reading on my Kindle, and I don't know, we're in the dark and I'm over in the corner, so I can't see the door where I'm at, and so like every little noise I was like, is somebody trying to get in? Josie's coming to get me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so creepy book. It gets really weird, and then the plot twist. I did give it 4 stars just because the other ones that I gave 5 stars were just from the jump were crazy. I was like, I just didn't want to put it down. This one I gave 4 stars because a very good portion of it I was bored. That's so mean to say. Not bored, but just like not as invested in it as I am the other ones with how crazy off the bat they are. So, but yeah, I would still recommend this book though. I mean, 4 stars is still pretty good. If I can give it 4.5, can I do that? I'd give it 4.5 because the end, so like I said, like the middle is where it starts actually like picking up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I almost shit myself. These books, the rock, paper, scissors one too, that one actually also had me like when I was putting her down, that's always when it gets me. When I'm putting her down, we're in like pitch black in there. I mean, other than my Kindle light, it's pitch black in there and I can't see the door. So it's like, and like she has so much noise in there. She has the AC on full blast in there. She's got a sound machine. She's got a fan. She's got so much noise in there. So it's like, am I hearing something or am I tripping? That book and this one, y'all had me a little scared. Okay, so I finished that one way earlier and then I started my next and last book. I am not quite halfway, which is kind of a bummer. Today was just kind of a busy day. I moved, like I said, I moved all the furniture around in here. So maybe I should have waited to do that tomorrow since today's my last day of the challenge. This book could already be finished for sure because the Frida books so far, this is only my second one, okay? But so far, these are like quick, easy reads where it just like, again, sucks you in from the very beginning. You don't want to put it down, and they're small, so they're just like quick, easy reads. So I feel like this only took me like 2 hours to read, and I'm on page 153. So I feel like they're just like quick, good books. Do they piss you off? Yes. Am I really irritated? Yes. I told my friend, get the book, but be prepared. Be prepared because you're gonna be angry. That's how I felt, and that's how I feel with this one too. My hair lady said that's how they all are, so I was like, can't wait. I finished. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's 10:38 and it's still the 3rd. Just wanted to prove it that I did do this in 7 days. Who am I? Okay, first I wanted to talk about the book really quick. What? At first, I was gonna say they literally copied and printed the Surrogate Mother, which I think the Tenant came out first. So they copied the Tenant and pasted in the Surrogate Mother, changed everybody's names, changed like some of it, and it's like the same. Wrong. The beginning did feel kind of like the same as the Surrogate Mother, but this, I think, I want to say the Tenant was better. The plot twist was a plot twist. The big plot twist at the very end, don't skip out on the epilogue. Don't. There's another plot twist. Just like a little one, but anyway, I loved that book. 5 stars for sure. Read that book. Come on, be for real. Let me show you really quick. I put the books in the order that I liked them the best. So first, in the likely event, I don't even know if I've ever read a romance book before, but that was too good. And I didn't realize Rebecca Yarros is the same author as these books. What? In second place, That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I am excited to get more books by her because that one was good. The Tenant by Frida McFadden, 5 stars, babe. The Surrogate Mother, Frida McFadden, 5 stars. Lisa Jewell, I gave that one 4 stars. So that comes in in 5th place. And then The Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and then The Party by Natasha Preston. But overall, I feel like I picked a really good bunch for my first 7 books in 7 days. So I feel like it's gonna be hard to top that. So I'm thinking about doing this challenge again. I could do a fall one. So just like fall vibe books. I think it's just like comfy, cozy books, maybe romances. Maybe, I don't know. And then I will be doing a spooky one and a Christmas one. I want to do, so for the spooky one, I feel like there's only one way to do it, and it's a spooky book. So like the thrillers that are specifically like around Halloween, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean, spooky vibes. And then for Christmas, I wanted to do like a good mix of books. They have the Christmas thrillers, like the murder mysteries, and they have the Christmas romances. I want to just like get some of like all the different like genres of books for the Christmas one for sure. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in my next video.